All right, guys. So that was a close one. They were saying 2 weeks. So I'm glad that they came back and was like, "Oh, we messed up," or else that would have been real bad. But I already set up the Darkins TV channel, so I was really getting ready to move all the videos over there and just try to be real cautious. So let's man, that was crazy. God, I need to shave. But all right, well we got another video. Let's get it.
UFOs, and I said UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead, that at least 4 species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years. There are live ETs on Earth at this present time, and at least 2 of them probably working with the United States government. And these tall whites were living on United States Air Force property and working in cooperation with the United States Air Force and sharing technology.
We have contact with aliens not originating from some foreign country, but from some other solar.
America, take a good look at your beloved candidates. They're nothing but hideous space reptiles.
UFOs and aliens are no longer a conspiracy theory. The government already confirmed these sightings to be real. They even gave us videos and images we have never seen before. Take a look.
The Pentagon confirming the images taken by Navy personnel, but some of the objects go beyond just flying in the sky. One shows a spherical object dipping into the ocean, similar to an incident in Puerto Rico, flying into the water, popping back out before appearing to split into 2 and disappearing.
These sightings even left the government's top researchers confused.
Some of the nation's top former intelligence officials have been raising eyebrows.
Look at that thing. It's rotating.
Encountered an object that seemed to defy gravity.
What do you think it is?
I honestly don't know. I don't think that we have developed that technology. I don't think we developed it on this planet.
The reason why is because these spacecrafts are not from our planet. And to be honest, nobody knows where they're from. So the main question is for you. How do you feel about sharing your world with another species?
You guys are not gonna believe what I just found. I'm just chilling in my backyard and what the hell is this? There's like a big beam right here coming down from this light. What is that?
On August 21st, 1955, a family in Kentucky was attacked by bulletproof aliens that looked like goblins. The family consisted of 9 adults and 3 young children. One of the adults, named Billy Ray, offered to go grab some water from the well outside. While he was looking at the sunset, he saw a cigar-shaped spaceship come flying down from space and it crashed into the tree line. The thing fell about half a mile away, but it made no sounds as it flew. He runs inside and he tells his family, "I saw a spacecraft," and they all thought he was joking. One of the other men named Lucky ran outside with him to go see what the heck he was talking about. Lucky didn't believe him until he saw a bright silhouette of a small humanoid creature with short skinny legs and long arms. It had a long goblin-like ears and it was about 3 to 4 feet tall, and the weird thing was it was floating, not walking. They both ran inside to get their guns. They were preparing to go to battle with this creature. But what they didn't know was that the creature wasn't alone. Part 2, I'm making it.
Alright, I know all of you have probably seen the movie The Matrix. I want to tell you about the Mr. Smith effect. In the movie The Matrix, Mr. Smith has the ability to enter anyone's body at any given time, basically making sure the matrix or the simulation stays intact and people stay in line. What you probably didn't know is that Mr. Smiths exist in your world right now. Let's just say you're having dinner with John or Takara, and you bring up vaccines or something that's, not normally a normal conversation. Mr. Smith will pop up and take over your friend. If you get that fluoride stare like, what the are you talking about? Your friend has just been replaced and is ready to basically protect the matrix and this system. It's crazy out here, y'all. I'm telling you, people are not what they seem.
Depended on coastal forts and artillery batteries, because with the weaponry of that day, any attack would have had to come by sea. Well, this is a different world. and our defenses must be based on recognition and awareness of the weaponry possessed by other nations in the nuclear age. We can't afford to believe we will never be threatened. There have been 2 world wars in my lifetime. We didn't start them, and indeed did everything we could to avoid being drawn into them. But we were ill prepared for both. Had we been better prepared, peace might have been preserved.
Teller wrote a letter to President Reagan warning him about dangerous aliens, and he did it because he was probably blocked from having any direct communication with the president on the issue. Now, we know, according to the Serpo documents, that Reagan was probably briefed in 1981 on the aliens, but what they told him was kind of a nice story. I mean, he was told that 4 out of the 5 alien species we know about are friendly, and some of them might even help.
A Russian boy claims that he lived on Mars in a past life, and he brought a terrifying warning about Earth's future. Boris was a young boy born in Russia, but unlike most babies, he was able to hold his head up completely on his own. Boris began to progress extremely fast and was able to fully speak only 2 weeks after being born. When Boris was only 2, he was fully able to read and write, so he started kindergarten much younger than the rest of his friends. Boris began to shock his parents and teachers when he talked about space without ever being taught anything about it. Boris began to talk about the way that the solar system worked in ways that even his parents couldn't understand. When Boris was only 7, he went on a camping trip with his parents and told them something that left them speechless. He told his parents that he was a resident of Mars in his previous life and was sent to Earth to save the world. He began to go into full depth on how he previously lived on Mars and his family was in disbelief. He said that he was sent to Earth to bring a warning about Earth's future. What he told his parents left them in absolute disbelief. Part 2 coming soon. A Russian boy claims that he lived on Mars in a past life, and he brought a terrifying warning about Earth's future. Part 2. Boris began to explain that the residents on Mars stop aging around 35 due to the fact that they breathe in carbon dioxide instead of oxygen. Boris explained the technology he had on Mars allowed for them to time travel as well as fly anywhere in the entire universe. Boris began to explain that when he was back on Mars, the Martians used to watch their neighboring planet Earth. Boris explained that the people of Mars and the technology that they had was so advanced it ultimately led to their demise. He said that the people on Mars wiped out their entire population through a nuclear warfare, but what he said about Earth is so shocking you will not believe it. Before I continue, I just found the only way for you to go live with under 1,000 followers. Click the link in my bio to download Bigo Live, and now you can go live whenever you want. He said that he was sent here from Mars to issue us a warning before it's too late and we end up like all of the Martians on his home planet. Comment if you think he's telling the truth.
Are we living in a hollow Earth? Now, if you don't know about this theory, it's basically saying that the Earth is hollow. And basically, inside the Earth, we got a whole bunch of stuff hidden from us. And the entrance is in Antarctica, and that's why no one can go there. I mean, that honestly makes sense. They have the ability to build underground bunkers. Why couldn't they take it a step further and just build a whole civilization under there? Hey, but look, you know how they like to put the truth in movies like that? They put all sorts of truth in The Simpsons. You won't believe the clip that I found from Ice Age proving the hollow Earth theory. Just keep watching. Wow, could you imagine if that's right under our foot? Wow.
Are you guys having the same dream?
This is actually where dinosaurs are too. Dinosaurs still exist. They're right underneath us. Wow, we got daddy long necks right there. That's crazy. Wow.
A human-alien exchange program. They uploaded what was the transcript of a briefing that was given to President Reagan about aliens. So what they told President Reagan was that the human race had been visited for a long time by extraterrestrials.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
All right, I'm going to point out some ironic stuff, okay? Here's the Great Pyramid, Menkaure Khafre. This is a microstar motherboard. So if core computing is pure energy, then a star is in the King's Chamber in this large pyramid. Then you have the North Bridge processor, then you have the South Bridge processor. It seems like it was macro technology that they were working on. And it was a MOSFET, and a semiconductor, and a thermoelectric generator. All the same materials that we make. All the same materials. Quartz, crystalline, carbon, And ironically, it's called microstar. Thermoelectric generators are interchangeable with computer parts. Again, a little ironic. Again, this pyramid is a pyramid socket 9131. Again, how ironic. So literally, this thing is a giant transistor. Now, ironically, I predicted this void about 8 months before they actually found it because I knew there had to be a resonance chamber somewhere in this thing. The distributor in the Queen's Chamber is gone. It's been pillaged.
And on December 1st, 1959, all 12 countries active in Antarctica signed a United Nations treaty that outlawed all public travel south of the 60th southern parallel. This was the same time that NASA was formed.